guys, so here we go again. What we're going to do is kind of deal with some ways that the guy's going to pass. And of course, for any pass, you're going to have lots of different answers and responses to the pass depending on what kind of energy or what kind of power they're giving you, whether it's really forward. Some guys slam the feet to the floor, some guys push to the side, some guys come under, some guys come over, you know. There's so many different passes, and each time somebody passes is going to be a slight variation in the way that you're going to do it, okay? You're going to do the response, okay? But what we'll try and do is give you a couple of underlying concepts, okay? So number one is, when Johnny's standing, okay, he's going to push my knees to the floor. And once my feet are here, this is a really, really dangerous position for me, because my back's on the floor, I'm looking up, and he's going to start to pass here, and he's coming around, okay? So really difficult for me to deal with this way here, okay? So what happens is, as soon as he puts his hands here, you're pretty sure he's either going to slam it to the side, okay, or he's going to push it down. So when you push it down, you sit up, and then you move your hips away. So you start to gain some sort of control. So here, I'm going to keep the same side, okay, like this, okay? Now, once I get you here, he starts to move, you're keeping around like this. The next thing we're going to do, okay, is when Johnny starts to move around a little bit, so he's here, so you're going to pull, and then pull onto the floor, okay? So basically the action you're doing is here, here, out, and then pull, yeah. And when you pull, you want to push to the floor with the hand that's gripping the lapel, okay? So when you go here, thanks Johnny, so we're like this, Johnny's here, okay? And I come straight up and I move my hips back. If my hips are here and I start to do anything, if you don't have anything, you're going to fall over, okay? So I want to make sure that my hips are back here, okay, like this. And you're keeping this nice and solid in this position, okay? So once we get here, this foot is going to go out, okay? Here, okay? This foot is going to go here. So already you're beginning to take the back. Anytime I'm going to take the back here, you try and deal with this leg. Then here, if he tries to roll, you're still controlling the partner here. Okay. Okay. So that's number one. Okay, one reaction to number one. Number two is when Johnny grabs my knees, okay, and he starts to push them down, and he moves to the side. Okay. So when he moves to here, another dangerous position for me. Okay. So what I really want to do is move my hips to the side and then come up on this elbow. So I want to be here. And start to back away, regroup, pull, or if he puts here, kind of running, yeah, good, peel off, and then start to work from here. You start to get a little bit more connection, okay? So whenever Johnny's here, okay, he's going to push my knees down, he's going to start to move here, okay? So if I have the time, and I have the opportunity, I want to move my hips out, so you get your hips away. This hand is going to go in the closest shoulder right now. And then you move away. Okay, now that I've got that, when you square back up, pick a side, pull, grip, and we're in this position, okay, here. If I can, this leg will go up under the hip to here, okay? So, when he starts to move around again, so he's pushing this down, and he starts to move, sometimes I have to move underneath, so I'm going to go here. So when he starts to come on top now, I'm going to move, and then come around and come back. So I'm basically being forced to end there, okay? So when we're here, that's fine. So when it goes here, you start to push really, I'm really moving away. And then coming back to it. Of course, I can't just do this because it's going to push my legs down again and start to attack. And then I'm going to come back. So when I recover, I want to make sure that I recover my guard fully and then start to take the grip. That's what we're doing in the first section with grip. So when Johnny comes here, he's pushing down, he's going here. I'm moving around, I'm here, and I come back. And I'm looking to catch something, okay, preferably a good grip of course, there's something where I can keep a hold and start to contain him. Now when he starts to attack now, again, you've got one leg that's actually connecting more up here, and one hand on this side, so when he starts to push, pull, whatever, yeah. If he does that, John, you do that, yeah? Good. He's giving me the triangle here, because he's cross-gripping, okay? So, most of the time, he doesn't really want to do that. What he wants to do is kick his leg back, yeah? Good. Yeah. He wants to kind of be here. And that's when they'll start to work, and they start to connect to here, which is a different type of situation, okay? So, we have three situations here, okay? We have one, when they push the knee down, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to sit up, move your hips back, and then you're going to do the pull, you're going to do the sweep, take it back, hopefully. Then what we're going to do is, we're going to come around the corner, but you can still turn into them, but as you turn in, it's really important as you turn in, this bottom elbow comes back, so you're here, and then you walk your hips away. Number three, what I'm going to do is, they come around here, they've already passed my guard, they're kind of putting my feet to the side, so you go the way that you're going, and then you're going to come under, in there, and then come back, and you're going to start to play guard again with a lot of connection with the hands.